Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today is day 20. Well, today is not day 20, but we are doing day 20's workshop. We are doing list poems for this one, and I really think these are fun and easy and approachable, and there are so many different ways to run with them and really make them your own and make them something really spectacular. So even though they sound easy, they're really just a starting point. Alrighty, that being said, to write a list poem or a catalog of verse, you can use the name of the name of the list as the title. You can also use it as a ghost first line. And typically, every stanza is its own entry on the list. Beyond that, there really aren't a lot of rules. So let's look at some examples. Where did they go? Okay. For Everyone Who Tried on the Slipper Before Cinderella by Ariana Brown. After Anais Marjani, after Audre Lorde. So this is one of those afters we were talking about that can go on forever, and I love those, and they're really fun. But we're here for the list purpose. So, for those making tea in the soft light on Saturday morning, in the peaceful kitchen, in the cool house. For those with shrunken hearts still trying to love. For those with large hearts trying to forget. For those with terrors they cannot name, upset stomachs and too tight pants. For those who can't get cut off in traffic. For those who spend all day making an elaborate meal that turns out mediocre. For those who could not leave, even when they knew they had to. For those who never win the lottery or become famous. For those getting groceries on Friday nights. There is something you know about living that you guard with your life, your one fragile, wonderful life. Wonder as in awe, as in I had no idea I would be here now. For those who make plans and those who don't. For those driving across the country to a highway that knows them. For the routes they take in the dark, trusting. For the roads, for the woods, for the dead humming in prayer, for an old record and a strong sun, for teeth bared into the wind, a pulse in the chest, a body making love to itself. There is every reason to hate it here. There is a list of things making it bearable. Your friend's shoulder, Texas barbecue, a new book, a loud song, a strong song on a highway that knows you, sweet tea, an orange cat, a helping hand, an unforgettable dinner, a laugh that escapes you and deflates you like a pink balloon let soft with the room for goodness to take hold. For those who have looked in the mirror and begged, for those with weak knees and an attitude, for those called sensitive or too much, for those not called enough, for the times you needed and went without, for the photo of you as a child quietly icing cupcakes, your hair a crackling thunderstorm. Love is coming. It's on the way. Look. So that is a take on a list poem where everything quite literally is a list, and it's just going and going and going, and they're all part of the same idea. Another look at a list poem would be something like Reasons to Wake Up Today. And my first stanza might be something along the lines of, the sun streaming through the window is bright enough and warm enough to heal me. Next stanza might be, I can smell the coffee already. It's not even brewing yet. And then go on about what coffee means to you. The person next to me will wake up when I do, and I love the time we have together. Or however you want to look at it. There's a lot of different ways. But there are the two approaches. One is quite literally each stanza is an element on the list, or there's the Cinderella example where we're just listing and listing and listing, and every example on the list also gets a list. And they're both really great approaches, and like I said, it's a really great starting point. So these are great. Let's also read Reasons to Plant Raspberries by James McKean. to cover the bones of your fence, to placate the crows, for the cleaning up late fall, canes cut to the ground, to anchor spring each winter in the soil of your mind, bedded down in shorter days and bad light, for your loss, and if it didn't look back, for their willing return, the prickly canes, every which way the sun warms them, a slow sketch, lines first then shaded, and the bucket you wear around your neck, for both hands free to sweep the greens aside, the thump of morning's fist, for the ripe and near ripe, a tug and the easy difference, for what they bear and will bear beyond you, for your table, for your robin's theft, for your 2 neighbor girls who ask and you're watching them reach year after year into the leaves, for their growth spurts and hair tied back, for their chatter as if today has nothing to do with tomorrow. So your prompt for this one is to write a list poem about the metaphors in your life that keep recurring. So an example would be Rudy Francisco's poem, Chameleon, is a great example. He didn't realize that there was a kid in his class that brought in a chameleon for show and tell, and the chameleon's name was Rudy. And what did that make Rudy realize? Whether that's a made-up story or not, that's something that is a metaphor that has existed throughout his life in some degree. And you can do one and all the different examples of it, or you can do one list of all the metaphors that keep recurring. And I can't wait to see these, and I hope you have a great time writing, and I'll see you again for the next video shortly. Bye for now.